Everything to do with the Rachel Zegler and Gal Gadot drama is also not helping at all in the least. In fact, it's only making things worse for the Disney image, for the overall Snow White box office results.
Disney doesn't know what a Disney princess is anymore, which is crazy.
Was this Academy Awards? Anyway, feminist Conor McGregor.
Who the fuck is that guy?
It's a weird walk for a weird broad, and I don't like her.
It is, and it's really mean to put her next to Gal Gadot.
Suddenly, social media was ablaze with a bombshell that caught both fans and industry insiders completely off guard. Word spread that Gadot had been unceremoniously dropped from her role in the highly anticipated live-action Snow White remake. Almost immediately, rumors flew that this move was part of a larger shakeup at Disney, a company already under intense scrutiny for its creative decisions, high-profile controversies, and behind-the-scenes power struggles.
It just takes a beloved movie and makes it much more boring and much less realistic. The movie is really, really bad.
In a sudden twist, it felt like weeks, if not months, of simmering tension had finally boiled over. The actress, once lauded for her roles as commanding, influential figures, now found herself at the heart of a swirling storm of theories and whispers. Why, exactly, had Disney pulled the plug on her involvement? Even more unsettling were rumors that GDAU had been ushered out due to on-set disputes, the project's harsh fan backlash, and the possibility that her own bold creative vision had crossed a line Disney wasn't willing to tolerate.
But the primary suffering is being sent in by my company to watch a children's movie as a single man, like 2 p.m. on a Thursday. That was the first part that was a little bit weird, but I was basically the only person in the theater.
As whispers intensified, various insider accounts began piecing together the events that led to her departure. Long before any official trailer or major marketing push hit the public eye, the Snow White adaptation had already been mired in turmoil. Early hints of altering key aspects of both the cherished 1937 animated film and the centuries-old Brothers Grimm tale it was based upon had ignited fierce discussion, setting the stage for the drama to come.
Very few people wanted to see this. Even the little kids who like Disney movies, even they don't seem to be turning up in droves for the movie because the movie is really, really bad.
While some fans welcomed the idea of a modern spin on the classic tale, more traditional-minded audiences openly voiced their objections. Then came the whispers that co-star Rachel Zegler's public remarks about the earlier Snow White versions had rattled Disney executives, who feared fan backlash might dent the bottom line. As production wore on, the overall atmosphere shifted from mild unease to something that, depending on whom you asked, bordered on a full-blown crisis.
So I've got some bona fides here on being fair. The movie was absolutely terrible.
Some insiders claimed the production was bogged down by endless creative squabbles, while others thought it was just buried under bad PR. Either way, a charged atmosphere soon took hold. For many fans, Gal Gadot was meant to be the film's secret weapon, an actress celebrated for powerful roles, now cast as the evil queen, a character who had to ooze both menace and allure. Early leaks hinted that her performance would veer dramatically from the cold, calculating villain of the animated classic.
In every way that the movie differed from the beloved 1937 original, it was worse.
She set out to give the villain a modern twist while still embracing her classic wickedness. Although Rachel Zegler was quickly swept into controversy, GDAU initially seemed to rise above it all. Her supporters hailed her as the key to uniting the time-honored fairy tale with a contemporary flair. But as more information trickled out, from story overhauls to casting decisions some found overly provocative, tensions only continued to mount.
This movie was like you took the original Snow White and just put everything through this filter of liberalism. It wasn't through a filter of Japanese anime, it was through a filter of liberalism.
As the weeks rolled on, fans became increasingly skeptical about whether this new iteration could truly capture the timeless essence of Snow White. Before long, the once hopeful buzz took a sour turn. Rachel Zegler's comments labeling the original film as outdated stirred up die-hard traditionalists, who viewed her remarks as belittling a treasured piece of Disney's legacy. Tensions then reached a tipping point when the United Kingdom premiere was abruptly canceled, a move some insiders said was meant to avoid uncomfortable questions being hurled at the film's leading actresses. Behind the scenes, rumors swirled that the production team was caught off guard by the backlash. Emails and hush-hush meetings reportedly ensued as executives scrambled to manage damage control without further eroding the public's trust. Despite the turbulence, a few cast and crew members held out hope that, once the dust settled, the movie might still resonate with viewers eager for a fresh angle on a beloved tale. Whether those hopes will pan out remains anyone's guess, but one thing is certain. The road to bringing Snow White back to the silver screen has been far from a fairy tale journey.
So from the casting to the class politics, the politics, the regime politics, everything about it was liberal.